The sun cast a warm glow over the serene village of Varanasi, where Ananda approached the Buddha with trembling hands. Ananda's face carried the weight of years, etched with lines of sorrow that betrayed his inner torment and regret. "My past mistakes haunt me," Ananda confessed, his voice faltering as he knelt before the Buddha under the banyan's shade. "Master, I abandoned those who nurtured me, leaving my parents behind for pursuits that now feel hollow and cruel." The Buddha listened, his serene presence like the still surface of a tranquil pond, free from judgment and haste. "Ananda," the Buddha began, his voice steady and soothing, "regret is a heavy burden, but its weight is self-imposed." Ananda looked up, hope flickering in his tear-filled eyes, searching the Buddha's face for the answer to his despair. "Do you see the jar on the ground?" the Buddha asked, pointing toward an earthen vessel resting beside Ananda. Ananda nodded hesitantly, puzzled by the sudden reference to the humble object near his feet. So seemingly insignificant, this jar could hold nectar or poison, each substance determined by choice, just as your mind shapes your experiences. Ananda remained silent, sensing the depth of wisdom concealed within the simplicity of the Buddha's spoken analogy. Imagine carrying a jar filled with poison wherever you go, holding tightly as its weight harms your spirit. Would you not wish to put the jar down, to rid yourself of its burden and free your hands? Ananda's eyes grew wide as understanding began to blossom, yet doubt remained rooted deeply within his heart. "Yes, Master, I would release the jar, for it is causing me pain. But how does regret compare?" The Buddha's gaze remained unwavering, his words deliberate and infused with the clarity of his boundless compassion. "Regret is the poison in your jar, a substance that you alone chose to carry into every moment. But clinging to regret will not change the past, nor honor those you mourn, only weigh you down further." Ananda swallowed hard, his chest heaving as he struggled to comprehend the immense truth laid before him. "I fear that letting go means forgetting them, as if my regret is the last bond I have left." The Buddha raised his hand, a gesture of reassurance, as his presence soothed Ananda's trembling mind. "Ananda, to honor their memory, you must understand that their lives cannot be bound by your suffering." The Buddha gestured toward the sky, his fingers tracing an invisible path that stretched far beyond human sight. "Your parents' love, their kindness, are like seeds dispersed by the wind, growing wherever compassion and wisdom touch others." Ananda listened closely, the words touching something within him, faint yet warm, like sunlight on a winter morning. The Buddha's voice filled the space between them, shaping truths that resonated deeply within Ananda's fractured soul. "Let me share a story that may bring clarity. A story of loss transformed into wisdom and peace." Ananda nodded, his desire to learn overcoming the resistance that fear and guilt had planted in his heart. Long ago, Kisa Gautami suffered a grief that consumed her when her only child was taken from her. She sought me out, pleading with desperation that I return her beloved son to life. As though I could reverse time, I asked her to bring me a mustard seed from a house that had never known the shadow of death. She searched tirelessly, knocking on every door, meeting countless souls, each sharing their own tales of loss and sorrow. Through her search, she learned that suffering binds us all, a universal truth transcending individual circumstances and personal grief. Kisa Gautami returned to me, her understanding deepened and her burden of sorrow lightened by compassion's revelation. She discovered that letting go of attachment does not mean forgetting. It means embracing the interconnectedness of all beings. The Buddha placed his hand gently on Ananda's shoulder, a gesture that spoke of understanding and acceptance. Like Kisa Gautami, you must release the jar, freeing your spirit to honor their memory through acts of kindness. Ananda bowed low, the tears in his eyes reflecting both sorrow and the first stirrings of release and hope. The wind rustled through the leaves of the banyan tree, carrying the Buddha's wisdom to where Ananda knelt, under the tree's vast canopy. Ananda felt the beginnings of transformation within his heart, the poison jar receding from view. The Buddha's teachings held him steady as he stood, his steps lighter than before, ready to walk a new path. Through compassion and understanding, Ananda began to reframe his past, releasing regret and embracing the enduring light of love. Another day began, the sunlight filtering through the leaves. As Ananda approached the Buddha, his heart still burdened with sorrow, Ananda bowed respectfully, his expression filled with unease. And the Buddha greeted him with a serene and knowing gaze. "Master, I seek peace. Yet my thoughts continue to torment me," Ananda admitted, his voice trembling with frustration. The Buddha motioned for Ananda to sit by the river, its gentle currents whispering soothing melodies beneath the morning sky. "Ananda, look closely at the river," the Buddha said, his tone calm and deliberate. "Tell me, what do you see?" Ananda observed the water, its surface gleaming in the sunlight, his reflection gazing back with unspoken anguish and regret. "I see my reflection, Master," Ananda replied, his voice tinged with sadness. "But it feels distant, a mere shadow of myself." The Buddha nodded thoughtfully, his gaze fixed on the river, where ripples danced like fleeting moments upon the surface. "Ananda, notice how the reflection changes when the water is stirred by wind or movement. Its image becomes unclear, distorted." Ananda watched the river as a breeze passed, creating ripples that obscured the clarity of his reflection within the stream. "Yes, Master, the image is no longer clear," Ananda said, his voice soft, struggling to grasp the lesson hidden within. The Buddha turned toward Ananda, his presence exuding patience and wisdom, his words crafted to bring clarity and peace. "Ananda, your mind is like this river," the Buddha explained. "When it is agitated, it cannot reflect truth clearly. Growth accompanies challenges. Inner peace resides in surrendering judgments, cultivating balance within oneself. Master, I want to see clearly, but my regrets overwhelm me, stealing my ability to find serenity in the present." The Buddha smiled gently, his demeanor unwavering, his wisdom flowing like the river, abundant and eternally nourishing, to calm the waters of the mind. "Ananda, one must practice mindfulness, letting go of distractions and embracing the moment. Let us begin by focusing on the rhythm of your breath, anchoring yourself in the present, free from past torment." Ananda closed his eyes as the Buddha guided him, his breath flowing like the river, steady and purposeful in each movement. "Feel the air enter your lungs," the Buddha said softly. "Let it nourish you, carrying peace into the depths of your soul." 1 year, a great famine befell her village, and the people faced immense suffering, hunger, and despair. The Buddha began. Sila, despite her own struggles, noticed a mother and her 2 children, shivering with cold and gaunt from starvation. She took her finest tapestry, one she had woven with care over many months, and offered it to the mother. The mother received the tapestry with tears of gratitude, wrapping her children in its warmth, a moment of solace amidst despair. "Master, I feel the peace of the present growing within me," Ananda whispered, his voice steady, his heart lightened. The Buddha gazed at the calm river, its surface now reflecting the sky above with unparalleled clarity and unwavering stillness. "The river teaches us a valuable truth, Ananda," the Buddha said, his words echoing through the quiet air. "Embrace the present. Regret, like ripples, disturbs the waters of your mind, but peace is found in the unwavering focus on the now." Ananda opened his eyes, his reflection in the river now steady and clear, the lessons of mindfulness etched into his soul. "Master, I am beginning to understand," Ananda said, his voice filled with gratitude. The past no longer feels like my prison. Bimal, visibly moved, asked, Master, how can I begin to practice compassion and transform this emptiness into fulfillment? The Buddha smiled gently, his gaze steady. Compassion begins with seeing others not as separate, but as part of yourself. Start small. Bimal. The sun climbed higher into the sky, illuminating the two figures seated by the river. Its light a symbol of renewal. As they departed, Ananda felt a newfound strength guiding him. His burden lighter. His heart awakened to the beauty of life. The river flowed onward, a reminder that clarity and peace are not destinations, but the fruits of mindfulness and presence. Another day unfolded under the vast banyan tree. As the Buddha sat surrounded by seekers eager to receive his sacred wisdom, Ananda stood nearby, now filled with quiet confidence, ready to pass on the teachings that had transformed his own life. A young woman approached, her steps hesitant, her face shadowed by grief, carrying burdens that mirrored Ananda's once heavy sorrow. Master Buddha, the woman began, her voice trembling, I carry regret too painful to bear, unable to reconcile with choices I made. The Buddha regarded her with kindness, his gaze unwavering yet gentle, his presence soothing the storm within her troubled mind. You have walked far to seek answers, the Buddha said, his voice calm and sure. Sit, and let us talk together. The woman knelt before him, her eyes welling with tears, her pain spilling forth like water escaping from a broken jar. I abandoned those I loved most, the woman confessed, her words heavy with remorse. Now I am lost, consumed by guilt. The Buddha listened deeply, allowing her sorrow to fill the space, his silence a sanctuary for her anguished heart. Regret is a shadow that clings to the past, dimming the light of the present. The Buddha spoke, his tone steady. The young woman bowed her head, the burden of her regret mirrored in every tear that traced paths down her cheeks. Master, how can I escape this shadow? It feels endless, its grasp suffocating my every moment of peace, she asked. The Buddha gestured toward Ananda, whose presence had become a source of strength and compassion for those seeking wisdom. Ananda, the Buddha said, his voice inviting, share your experience and teachings with our friend. Help illuminate the path forward. Ananda stepped forward, his heart brimming with gratitude for the opportunity to guide others toward healing and peace of mind. I once carried regret, Ananda began, his voice steady. It felt unbearable, like poison trapped within me, consuming my spirit entirely. I sought Master Buddha, kneeling beneath this very tree, searching for answers to free my heart from the grip of sorrow. Ananda turned his gaze toward the woman, his words imbued with the empathy born from personal transformation and struggle. Through his teachings, I learned that regret serves no purpose when held tightly, binding us to the pain of the past. It is not in holding regret but in releasing it that we honor those we mourn and grow beyond suffering, he said. The Buddha nodded in agreement, his presence affirming the truths Ananda shared, strengthening the young woman's resolve to listen closely. Master Buddha guided me to see that clinging to guilt distorts our ability to see the present clearly, Ananda explained. The mind is like a river. When disturbed by ripples of regret, it cannot reflect the beauty and truth surrounding it. The young woman raised her eyes, searching Ananda's face, sensing that his wisdom had emerged from first-hand experiences of deep anguish. I want to release my regret, the woman said softly, her voice faltering, but I fear letting go will dishonor them. Ananda knelt beside her, his presence warm and kind, his words chosen carefully to nurture the seeds of healing within her. Master Buddha taught me that letting go does not mean forgetting. It means transforming regret into compassion and honoring their memory. The Buddha gestured toward the sky above, the sun casting beams of light through the banyan's leaves. dappling shadows on the ground. The sun shines not only for its own sake, the Buddha said. His voice serene, it illuminates the world to nourish all beings. In letting go of suffering, you become like the sun, shining light on others, nurturing the seeds of compassion and love. The woman looked toward the sun, her tears drying, the warmth of the light offering a faint glimmer of peace within. Master, how can I transform my regret into light? She asked, her voice steadier, her heart cautiously opening to the possibility of hope. Ananda knelt beside her, offering his steady hand, his presence a reminder that transformation begins with small, purposeful steps forward. Through mindfulness, compassion, and understanding, we release regret, replacing it with acts of love that honor those we carry in our hearts. Master Buddha's teachings showed me how to reframe my past, allowing its lessons to guide me toward growth and wisdom. The Buddha rested a hand gently on Ananda's shoulder, a gesture of gratitude for his disciples' willingness to share his journey. You have learned well, Ananda, the Buddha said, his voice calm yet affirming. Your own light now inspires others to find peace. The woman wiped away her final tears, her heart lighter, the weight of her sorrow beginning to dissolve under their shared wisdom. Master Buddha, Ananda, I feel hope stirring within me, the woman said. I will carry these teachings into my daily life. Let every step become an act of mindfulness. The Buddha advised, let every breath be a reminder to live with compassion. The young woman bowed low, her gesture one of gratitude and humility, the beginning of her own journey toward transformation. Under the banyan tree's shade, the Buddha, Ananda, and the woman sat in silence, their spirits united through truth and wisdom. The sunlight shifted through the leaves, the day unfolding as a symbol of renewal, promising peace to those willing to embrace change. Ananda rose, his heart steady with resolve, knowing that the Buddha's teachings would continue to guide him and others toward light. The woman departed, her steps lighter, her spirit awakened, her heart holding the strength to reshape her regret into purpose. As the day faded into twilight, Ananda knelt beneath the banyan tree, offering gratitude to Master Buddha and the wisdom shared. Master, your teachings continue to illuminate my path, enabling me to inspire others to reframe the past and embrace the future. The Buddha gazed upon his disciple, his expression serene and knowing, his teachings now alive within Ananda's compassionate and steady heart. The wind carried whispers through the banyan's branches, echoing the timeless wisdom of the Buddha, a melody that resonated through eternity. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.